Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been blogging for a long time because I was really busy in the past 2 weeks. Today I sit in a park in China. As you can see, there are many people coming out to do something because the coronavirus thing in China is getting better. I think China is the best country in the world, including its government. Why? I'm not because China is a great country, because also the Chinese government is one of the best governments. I'm not saying it's the best one, because you don't know which one is the best one. I mean, you can't say which government or which country is the best one. You can only say it is one of the best one, right? So, in my opinion, I lived in Western countries for a long time. I used to think democracy is a really good thing for China, but I changed my mind after lived in Western countries for many years because I experienced what the democracy is. I really like democracy. I think democracy is based on culture. So a government system of the country need to based on the culture of the country. So Western culture and the Chinese culture are very different. I think democracy is suitable for the Western culture, but it doesn't suitable for Chinese culture. If you ask me, I can tell you for the past thousands of years in Chinese history, China doesn't have democracy. China is an old country with a long history of no democracy. So look at the European countries, or look at the Australia, Canada, US, if we don't talk about, if we don't include indigenous culture, US, Australia, Canada do not have very long history. So, and also the Western culture, people are more outgoing, people are more talkative, people are more chatty. So that's why the democracy is suitable for Western countries. But in Chinese culture, people are not very talkative, people are very reserved. So we need a authoritarian or one-party system. I don't know how you say it. Doesn't matter. Okay, even if it is authoritarian, I don't even know how to say that word. It is good for China. Just because it's democracy, it doesn't mean it's good for China. Just because there are multiple parties, people votes, one people one vote. It looks like a big beautiful picture, but in reality, the thing is very complicated. We can't just say one vote, one person one vote is good for all. We can't just say that. We have to be realistic. In Chinese society, we call it party or government controlled market economy. So I think this is good for China, at least for the current stage. It's good for China's current situation. So if Western countries want China to become democracy, I think it's because he doesn't understand China, or he understands China. He knows democracy is not good for China. He wants China to become separated. That's why he talk about democracy. So democracy can tear country apart. I'm not saying, you know, it's not good for Western countries. It's good for US. It's good for Australia. It's good for Canada because of their culture are different from Chinese culture. If China become democracy, it's very hard to predict. I would say there is a big chance that China will be separated, become warlord states in that way. So don't do that. I mean, at least at this stage, China shouldn't have democracy. And also, Chinese government is one of the best governments in the world. I say it is one of the best governments because Chinese government know what they want to do. So they have determination and they have motivation. They want its people to live a better life, and they want to be superpower in the world. Um, at the same time, China wants to build a good image of itself, which is understandable. But I think the Western world is afraid of China. China in the history has been a superpower, the world #1 country in Tang Dynasty. I think China is coming back. China is huge. Chinese population are very intelligent, I would say. So I think, just because you close your eyes, it doesn't stop China become a superpower. And China will keep its current political system no matter what. And the Chinese government is really the best one of the best one. I think of course, there are many ways Chinese government can do things better, and they are doing things better already. So if you can look at the picture now, so that architecture, it is a very old architecture. In the old days, Chinese government don't care about it, but now they renovated the old architecture and they started to make this architecture as a historical side of the city. So I'm currently in Zhejiang. So that building, which you can see on the screen now, it is the historical architecture of Zhejiang City. So the local government, the central government, they already realized the importance of preserving culture. So even though the name is still Chinese Communist Party, the party is different from party 50 years ago. So I think we should not just look at the Communist Party of China in old ways. The party is different. I mean, they started to change, even though they still call them communist. Actually, they call them socialist. Um, it doesn't mean it is really communist. Country, the party changed a lot. So I believe China will keep growing, become prosperous, becoming more prosperous, and the people of China will become richer in the near future. So yeah, I like China. I like the Chinese government. See you. Bye.